says, "Are you going live?" Because
Yes.
I got an alert or something.
Yes, I sent him a text and said that we were gonna do our show. It is 10:13 p.m. We finally got back to our room after we left our house before 7 a.m. Flew to Vegas via PDX. Arrived in Vegas, checked into our room, roundabout, got dumped off at the convention center, and went in as soon as we could. CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, 120,000 people, I think we looked up, that shows up to this thing.
And do you think that that's how many people are there now? Keep talking. I'm going to make sure this thing's going.
I don't know. It didn't seem that busy today. So today is Tuesday, which is the first day of the exhibition portion. The last couple days there has been press stuff, some different parties and meetings and everything. So Dave's making sure that we're live on the.
So he can take a look. Why don't you go take a look? Make
sure.
Well,
click on our shit show. Oh, there
it is. There we're live. Okay.
Oh, phew.
Man,
phew.
I'm just not very good at this internet thing.
Not our normal setup,
No.
for sure. But Dave will keep an eye on the comments on his phone. We don't have our normal computers. We're exhausted at this point. But
oh boy.
We did go through the North Hall and the West Hall. There's the South Hall, one other hall, and then also the Venetian. So
right.
Plenty more to see, but we got a good little taste of CES today.
We got dropped off by some friends of ours.
Yeah.
Just at a random door.
Yes.
Went in, showed them our badge. I'm like opening all my stuff, and Nate's like, I just walked right in. So
yeah.
Lesson learned.
The security, they don't want to look through your bag.
No, the lesson is if you have a bag under a certain size, they don't care. And mine was very, very small. We're getting some feedback from Todd saying it's really glitchy, looking decent now. Hopefully it holds.
Yes, we're running off the cell phone.
Yeah, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this pretty quick. So
yeah.
Should we get into some of the things that we liked about the show that we've seen so far?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we can cap the episode with the delicious meal that we just finished.
Oh yes. PDX Fast Foodie in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the top thing, we went through our photos to make some notes because it's been a blur. The top thing, let's save that till the end because I thought that was pretty cool. One of the things in the first hall that we went through, there was a lot of robots.
Yes. A ridiculous number of robots. The kind that look like the Boston Dynamics with the
dogs.
Like dogs that flip around and climb stairs.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, one of the first ones we saw, the dog was climbing these wooden stairs and you could hear clunk, 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 clunk. I'm just thinking, that thing is chasing you in the middle of the night up wooden stairs. It would be so terrifying.
Yeah.
So terrifying. Then tell us about your favorite robots we saw.
The realistic ones?
The one that are supposed to look like humans.
Oh man.
And it wasn't clear to me exactly what they're to be used for.
Yeah, I think it was like an AI conversation companion. They
yeah.
had two that were just the bust, the head of a male and a female, and one of them, she had the eye tracking. It looked like they were very early in their development of these products. Slow
to react.
Yes.
But one of the full-bodied models was just very voluptuous.
Yes.
And I'm just
Kim
like,
Kardashian-esque.
I'm like, what is the
Why do we need to do that? But yeah, they had one that was a lady sitting in a chair that would kind of interact with you, and you could talk to that one. And then there was a standing woman that you could interact with some. The guy actually asked if we wanted to do, he saw that we do content.
Like a demo or
something. He was like, hey, do you want to get some video and post it? And but there was some other people doing it. We said, we'll come back. We didn't get back.
Maybe we will.
It would be very interesting to see. We'd like to, I think we got some footage, and yes, we took a bunch of photos and videos today that hopefully at some point will end up somewhere where you can see them.
And if not, then we will showcase them next week on our
live. Yes, we're back live. Okay.
And
well, because Todd's texting. Hey, make sure you comment. Dave is watching them on his phone. We're doing things a little differently. The internet cut out for a second, but I think we've resolved that. So the vending machines. They had an ice cream one, candy dispenser. Well, they found the emoji balloon
Yes.
machine.
And we have it over here.
Yes, and it took, what, maybe 3 or 4 minutes?
It took forever.
To inflate a non-helium balloon.
Yeah, this little guy, it just
The machine, like, inflated and then it just flopped down.
yeah, it was quite the effort.
But then I got to try the cotton candy machine, which this was not just a cotton candy vending machine. It created a flower shape. You got to select the colors and this machine would like go up and tighten it up and then do the next section. That was wild. We got some video and some photos of that that'll be coming in. And then they had a phone case making machine where you could take a picture or send it a picture maybe, and it would actually print a phone case.
Yeah. It was some type of, and I'm gonna use some big words here, it was probably a dye sublimation printer.
Oh yes,
that
probably.
printed on the plastic.
As they usually are.
Yeah, as they usually are. And then you probably choose which phone case is compatible to your phone and do, but they're like vending machines, the balloon, the cotton candy, the thing we were just talking about. Crazy, just a machine. And what were some of the other ones? There were some other candies.
Yeah, candy things, and a couple of them weren't working, but this company just makes very unique vending machines.
Yeah.
To see what's going on there. But yeah, that was a pretty cool one. But look, at the end of that hall, in that first hall, the cool thing that was the top of our notes that we were both really impressed with is the Flint paper battery.
And you may think, what? So Flint is the name of the company.
Yes.
Flint.
It's not for starting fires.
Right, so Flint, and then the battery seemed to be created in such a way that it could be folded and bent multiple times without damaging it. And what was the coolest part? That once you've used this battery.
Yeah, let's say the guy said after 10 years when it has no charge anymore, you just put it out in your garden and within 6 weeks it's completely decomposed.
Disintegrated. And hopefully with no toxic chemicals or materials.
It's some other material they're using.
And it's lighter than the regular. They had a demo set up with 2 vials of sand. And they're like, if this battery weighs this much, then a conventional battery would weigh this much.
Yeah.
It was probably about 40% heavier.
Yeah.
So we're intrigued. We're going to learn about this battery technology, and if it's viable, it seems like it could change a lot of things.
And they were having some conversations I heard with people that make products who were at CES talking about getting, because they do custom different battery shapes with this flexible, you can pretty much do anything. So from what we experience, it's like, this is a game changer.
Yeah. If all the promises that they claim are real, then you're going to start seeing some interesting shaped devices with some very safe batteries.
Yeah.
So we shall see. They said the capacity was the same as a traditional battery.
Oh,
it holds just as much. So
yes. Oh, and then we were talking about the impressive booth.
Yeah.
But what was the most impressive thing that you saw over and over again? Your spinny things.
Oh yes. These have been around for a while, but they'll take a strip of LED lights and a propeller type configuration. And when you spin the LED lights and you turn them on at certain times, it looks like a coherent image. So the LED, it's going to make a straight line. It fires here, 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 and here. As it's spinning super fast, you can't see the bar. You only see the lights. It looks like it's floating.
Yes.
And the first one we saw, or one of the first ones I saw, had 6 of those working in concert.
Yeah.
It was like a 3D thing floating around.
Yeah,
It's
like a 40-inch screen, but it's just in the middle of nowhere.
Crazy. And you think, I want one of those for my televisions. 1, the resolution is really low, and 2, it'd be really spinning things.
Instead of, if you've ever been to conventions or any sort of show or anything in the last 10 years, everybody had those flag banners, the big tall pole with the flag off the side that everybody had. Now people are getting these spinny things, especially at a tech show. This first hall, there was a lot of industrial stuff or AI solutions or LiDAR or
Oh, man.
a lot of component stuff. So that stuff,
Yeah, we went through the LiDAR section. We're like, oh, look, another LiDAR
Yeah.
system.
I don't know the intricacies
And
of
why would
LiDAR.
it be different?
Yeah.
Oh, some of the things we didn't write on our thing related to this LiDAR technology is, and facial recognition cameras, is that you're standing in front of a screen that's showing the show floor, and these facial recognition cameras with LiDAR and all these other technologies combined are pinpointing a 45-year-old man, ball cap, checkered, whatever. It's like identifying ages, race, potential height.
Sentiment, like if
Yeah,
you're smiling
happy,
because I
sad.
went happy and it would start ticking up on the happy thing. But
You
yeah,
just
some
have
of
little
this,
statistics floating over each person, and there were couple dozen people, and it was continually
Yeah.
updating information, and it guessed me at 45, I think.
yeah,
So,
I think I was 34.
I think I really like that.
I did. But yeah, it was, I mean, some dystopian things, but just there was so much technology there that we don't even grasp, like we're aware of it, but just the intricacies or like what makes one company special over another was tough. But then a little easier was the second hall that we went into, which was a lot of automotive technology.
And that was the one that had the booths that were enormous. We're talking mansion-sized footprints, like 4 to 6 of my houses. And we had companies like John Deere with full-size tractors that had big triangular
house-sized tractors.
Tank
a tractor
wheels.
as big as my house.
Yeah, that articulated in the middle and just nutso. Caterpillar was there with a Caterpillar dump truck in there, not the giant ones, but like the normal giant size.
Yeah.
A little 5 times bigger than a regular
electric garbage truck that I sent to my buddy Bobby.
Full size garbage truck. And the room and booth dwarfed the size of this garbage truck. The garbage truck didn't look that big.
No, the size of the booth. This isn't your country fair. This is, I mean, the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that they spend.
And we saw also Kubota, Japanese tractor manufacturer. They showed a lot of their next level stuff. They had a thing that looked like the Mars rover.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding you. It was probably about that size too. And there was a platform on top, much like this table, and you could put equipment on top of this platform. You could attach robotic arms that could pick things off of berries or whatever. It was just a mobile platform that could go on all kinds of terrain that you could put whatever you want on the top. So it was just like...
They had baskets of hazelnuts or walnuts on top.
And it kept it level the whole time.
It was going over this volcano, like a mini golf volcano thing in the middle of their little demo. We got to watch that.
Yeah, it's like on Mars.
Honda had their new Zero electric cars. There was several.
And it was like a fashion show. Everyone's in black. You had to
the perfect white cars up on the stage with the velvet rope.
You had to get permission to like even look at them. It looked like, we walked in there like
they slapped us when we tried to look at the
It was funny. I looked around. We're like a bunch of country bumpkins in there, and everyone's like black turtlenecks, black pants, funky glasses, and we're like,
it was fancy.
We're not fancy enough to be in here.
Yeah, but
you got all those in green?
Green. Where's the John Deere?
I need a John Deere green.
But yeah, there was a lot of car technology in there too. There was we actually both got to test out. It was an in-dash display system, which was very cool. There was like a strip across the bottom of the windshield, is what we call those.
Or a windscreen.
Windscreen,
and what do they call them in Europe? I think a windscreen.
Making my beard. We back on?
I think we're very sorry. Producer Todd can verify whether we're here again.
Where we cut off so we know what we already talked about.
And Nate, you talked about comments, but they must be turned off. There's no place here to have comments. So
well, this is the first time we've ever done like this. And
it's through the app. It's
we
kind of
wanted
basic.
to get something, so I did.
Okay, we're back again. So
he
thank
didn't
you,
tell us
Todd.
when we
That's
So do
okay.
we restart?
We're just
So
gonna
we
start
found
the-
a cotton candy machine.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Let's
well,
talk about your X
let's
Paint.
talk about my X-Paint Aerojet. I saw this on YouTube last week. This is a large truck, bigger than an SUV, maybe a large SUV.
Like a Ford Expedition,
Like
or Excursion,
a big
big, or a Sprinter, a large Sprinter.
A large
van.
Sprinter van. Yeah, you would not mistake this for a typical vehicle.
No,
It's a large.
it's got 6 wheels.
It looks
It's
like
got
a
2 in the rear.
post-apocalyptic thing
Yes.
from a movie I remember back in the 80s. I can't remember the name of it. So anyway, it basically is just, it exists, sorry, we've got another thing here. Oh, there is a live chat on there.
Where's your live chat at?
My live chat. So let me interrupt this wonderful thing with the live chat. Not Nerd in Vegas, Wes says, woohoo! Hey, Grandma says, happened to just get a notification that you were live. I thought
Thanks
you
for
were
ringing that bell.
yeah, some nerd convention. And there you are, my 2 favorite nerds. She also says, sounds like you're in a shower stall. That's because we're about 12 feet from a phone
Yes.
with no external camera. Oh, why didn't we put
We
the-
didn't put mics
Yeah.
on. We are tired.
This is the worst this will ever be. The future ones
Well,
will be
hey,
Okay.
we never fail to outdo ourselves.
Yes. ATE the cotton candy. Oh, ate the cotton candy. Assuming you're
Yes.
Dr. The real what? The real Dr. R.A.
Oh yes, backup channel.
Backup channel. Have anyone have VHS? Maybe I can get a booth there next year. So Todd, no. Let's just say this is a future forward technology show, not a.
Hey, we've still got more show to see. There might be more for you.
Yeah. So again, I don't know what's wrong with my. I don't know what's wrong.
Huh.
I can't. And it looks like I'm froze again. Oh, there we go. So.
Okay, talk about your Aerojet. I'll see if I can check the live chat on the phone.
Okay, so if you see the thing works, wiggles because Nate's doing that. So what's happened is this post-apocalyptic 6-wheeled vehicle is in this display, and in the back of this vehicle is a small multi-rotored craft. I would say like a drone
Yes,
that.
but not a small drone.
No, it's a man-sized drone that a person would fly in.
Yes.
I believe 2 people.
Yes, a 2-seater.
A 2-seater drone. And it folds up and sticks in the back of this truck, and the truck has the driver and the passenger side. The rest of it is reserved to carry this enormous drone, and then they, of course, had it folded out. And so the shtick is, it's like the first flyable aircraft that can be transported by a car. But kind of, you have to have their car. It's like part of the package.
Yeah.
I
It's
can't stick this thing
one-
in the back of a Chevy S10
No.
or Silverado, whatever. There's no other vehicle that can carry this thing. It's got to
No.
weigh 5 tons. So anyway, amazing technology. I saw the video. I thought this is crazy, and it was very interesting for us to see it.
Yeah.
What was the Indiegogo was the little camper van that we saw.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a delivery van.
So
on the outside.
Indiegogo is like Kickstarter, where they do all these projects. So they had a big booth, and they had a couple different projects there. And one of them for the Wes and the Rice Camp crew was this sweet-looking camper van. I got some video. I mean, just wood grain. I mean, looks like a '70s hotel room, but it's this like Sprinter van that you can. It's a rental service that they're working on setting up. But yeah, it's man, there's just so much stuff, and we saw the
Is all the small, all the little guys.
yes.
Who are gonna. I made a fidget spinner that has those LED lights that you can make a picture of your face on, or whatever.
Yeah.
A new charger, and some innovative cables or something like that. So those guys are gonna be fun to look at and talk to, and there's hundreds of them.
Yes,
It made thousands probably.
could be,
We don't know.
could be. But yeah, I don't know why I can't see the chat on there. My iPad's not connected, and I think maybe because you're on the website instead of the app.
Oh, well, I don't have the app installed on Hey,
What?
none of my ad blockers will work on the app.
But anyways, thank you guys
Yes.
for chatting
And thank you, Hey Grandma, for forwarding us some text.
of the live chat. Sorry we didn't have a better setup. We were discussing before coming to the CES, not knowing what to expect, not having a whole lot of time to plan, that this year is a fact-finding mission. We're figuring it all out this year.
We gotta know where to go, what equipment to bring, who to
Yeah.
talk to, where to eat. Oh, that's what we're gonna finish this on.
Oh,
Maybe we
yeah,
should-
yes, we will.
So, what, the name of the place we
Oh,
went to?
well,
was-
let's talk about this. We get done with the show at 6.
Okay,
We've been up since 6. We didn't stop for meals today. So it's been 12 hours, and we're like, we need to go to a restaurant. Let's start walking. We go to Circus because we saw that they have a buffet, and we're like, hey, buffet. Buffet's closed. They
so disappointed. I was very
steakhouse,
hungry.
very high end at Circus, which I did not expect. Then they have a food court with Burger King and all the common.
We're not eating Burger King in Vegas. I can
No.
tell you.
So then we left there, and the guy there we talked to, he said, go to Resort World. It's the newest thing.
And it was brand new. And it one of these places you enter and it's like, okay, it's got 14-foot ceilings. And you walk a little bit further and it goes to 20.
Yeah.
And you walk a little bit further and it's like 90-foot ceilings.
Yeah, it was like a full-on shopping mall.
Yeah, it was like a mall. It was
And they had
crazy.
several restaurants, but there was one that we were interested in, but they were booked for the night.
Yeah, they're like, we were booked through the
We are,
evening.
yes.
I'm like, it's 6:30, my good fellow.
Yes.
How are you booked through the evening? But
So then we had seen a Denny's across the street. We're like, we'll just go to Denny's. So we crossed the street, and there was the Pepper Mill.
yeah, I kept wanting to call it peppercorn.
Yes.
The Pepper Mill.
Pepper Mill restaurant. We're like, let's go check it out. Looks like an old school Vegas place, and somebody said it's like one of the oldest Vegas restaurants.
Yeah.
And so we went in. I go up. It was pretty busy. Ton of people in the waiting area. And we looked at the menu and we're like, oh, this looks good. It's Vegas prices, but
Yeah,
it looks like a
it's
good
about
option.
15% more expensive than Portland.
Yes. So I asked the lady, sweet talking to her, hey, we've got 2 of us. How long a wait are we looking? She said, oh, about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So then about 45, 50 minutes later, we got a table, and
We were very hungry.
I was so hungry I went 2 entrees, PDX fast foodie video coming on that.
I can't believe it.
We
I
got a,
Yeah, so hey grandma, send us some more.
thank you, hey grandma, for being our live chat.
Yeah, she's our live chat producer tonight.
Did we freeze
so-
again?
This is a picture.
Oh yeah, that's,
So Wes says, awesome, can't wait to see the pics of the camper set.
Yes,
So
I
we're gonna have to
will
go
get-
back to see that. I'm gonna make sure we're still chatting.
I did get some video of the camper setup. It was really cool looking. And Wes has done some renovation type stuff, but
Yeah.
man, this was day 1, and so it's Tuesday. We've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday left of the show. So much more stuff. But I think we even learned some good stuff today. We were talking about things to do for the next couple
Transportation.
days, and
All kinds of stuff. So
whew.
yeah, at the convention center's way at the end of the strip, and so you got to figure out how to get back. and
well,
forth.
we're past the other end of the
Yeah.
strip, and
Yeah.
where we ended up staying, which we are very grateful.
These
to have a place.
accommodations are phenomenal. They're a little far, but you can't beat the price, or the place is great.
Yes, yes.
Look at me, look at this couch.
We got a hookup for this
Yeah.
through a friend.
Very
So,
grateful.
but yeah, no, CES, it is wild. It is everything.
There's a lot of nerdy type people there.
Yeah, nerdy and very. A lot of executives, a lot of people, a lot of the sport coach. When we went to the retro gaming, bunch of
Slobs and
Us.
t-shirts, yeah.
but all kinds of people there
Yeah.
just
It was
looking
great.
at technology. And the whole goal of the show is typically for companies to show off their new products, but for them to also connect with, say, Amazon or Walmart, who both have big presences there, of places to sell their products.
Mhm.
So that's kind of how it started, is like, hey, I've got this gadget. Come on, Fred Myers, sell my gadget.
Yeah.
And
It's linking business to business partners
yes,
together.
but it's also just a great way for influencers.
I don't
Media.
I don't want to brag, but I've influenced some people in my
We've
life.
influenced all 4 of you in the live
I've
chat.
influenced people to do some pretty bad things in my life.
Yes.
So I haven't gone to
We've
jail
got
yet.
power.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fun. We're thinking that we might try to just go live again, like Thursday or Friday towards the end of the show, just when we've seen more stuff.
And who knows, we might even experiment when we may be walking down the show floor with our 2 little mics.
Oh yeah.
And just go live.
Just
randomly.
go live.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
that was a
So just take the week
recommendation
off.
for what? Yeah.
Take the
Sit
week
there
off.
with your YouTube app open or
Yeah.
your website because you don't have the YouTube app on your phone.
Pull your comfy chair into the bathroom in case, you gotta go and we go live.
Yeah,
You don't wanna miss it.
gotta be ready.
Gotta be ready. You
Ah,
never know.
well, with that, do you want to sing us out, Dave? And
Yeah.
thank you for all of you that joined us super late tonight. We didn't give it any warning. We sent a text to Todd and said, "Hey, we're trying to go live here."
Yeah, there are 4 of you, I believe, who clicked on it 3
Yeah,
now.
hey,
so-
that's awesome. But we wanted to record our thoughts
Yeah.
this first day, and then we want to get to sleep so we can survive the next couple days.
Yeah.
So,
The Non-Nerd Podcast. Wait, you're supposed to go.
oh yeah.
With Nate.
So get out there and tech better.
On fleek accents.
Oh, I forgot I gotta go turn off. I'm gonna make him keep going.
The Non-Nerd Podcast. I wrote the words. I forgot them already. I don't know.
It's only been 5 years.